Hey guys, it's March 2nd already. So I haven't made a video in a while because I haven't had much to update on or to talk about. And I've also been pretty busy. And then someone on Tumblr requested that I do a Q&A video, so I asked for people to send in questions, and so that's what this is. It'll just be pretty straightforward. I'll read the question and then answer it and elaborate if I need to. And I've glanced at the question list, but I haven't actually read all of them, so hopefully this will be more candid and I'll answer more honestly, I guess, because it'll be like I haven't had time to prepare an answer or whatnot. The one thing that I did see, because it was the most recent question, was that someone, I don't know who, wants me to speak French at some point in this video, so maybe I will do that. My French is embarrassing, to say the least, but anyways, here we go. Let's get up this question list. Okay, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Jeez, we're just getting right into it, aren't we? I don't have like a 10-year plan, really. I'm hoping to grow my dog walking business with my partner. And just to clarify, my business partner, not my romantic partner. And hopefully make that into something a little bit more legitimate, maybe even make a company around it. And I'm also starting, hopefully, a business with a very good friend of mine, and I will not go into more detail about that because this is going to sound ridiculous, but it's a really good idea, and I don't want anybody to know about it until we've actually done it because it's that good. So there's that. And then like the long-term goal for me was always to get out of Montreal. I'm enjoying it a little bit more here now just because I'm liking what I'm doing and the people that are around me, but I still don't like the city very much. So hopefully in 10 years or sooner, I will be living somewhere else. And I mean, the goal has always been Europe, England, and or California at some point. I know they're on opposite ends, but whatever. Okay, what are your favorite bands? I'm trying to think of what I listen to on my iPod the most. Ed Sheeran, Keen, Coldplay, Avett Brothers, Jack Johnson, Mumford & Sons, Iron & Wine, musical soundtracks. I have an affinity for the Lost soundtrack, like the show Lost. I love that that TV score. It's so good. I listen to it whenever I'm doing work or when I'm running even sometimes. And then any musical, really, I just love, even if I haven't seen it. I think my two favorite musical soundtracks are probably Chicago and Sweeney Todd. I think that the songs in that musical are just so clever. I don't know. Anyways, and I also have a guilty pleasure, but I'm not guilty at all about it or ashamed. I fucking love Jesse McCartney, and don't tell me that I'm crazy because that's good stuff right there. Okay. Most embarrassing moment. So that is just that, my most embarrassing moment, and there were 2 or 3 other people there when it happened, and I'm gonna keep them to be the only people that know about it, and not share it with the internet. Sorry guys, that's not happening. I will not divulge that. No. Longest relationship you've ever had? I haven't really been in very many serious relationships. I've only dated 3 people, let's put it that way, because I don't even know if I would call them relationships, especially the most recent one. And all of them lasted just a handful of months, like maybe 5 at the very most. Do you have any fears? I'm not sure if this is like a deep personal question, like fears about life or my own existence, or if it just means things that I'm scared of. Sorry, the dog that I'm with just made a weird noise. I have a overwhelming irrational fear of sharks. And I say irrational because I've never encountered a shark or had an experience with a shark. Hey, Charlie. But, like, it's not irrational because if anybody is not afraid of something that looks like that, then there's something wrong with you. Give me just a second. Ugh. Come here. Okay, this is Charlie. But yeah, I call it an irrational fear because it is a little bit ridiculous. Like, if I'm all of a sudden presented with a picture of a shark unexpectedly, my heart rate will like increase considerably, and I might even scream. So that's a bit weird. What's your favorite movie to have a good cry to? That's a good question. Movie? Well, I cry every time I watch The Lion King, and that's actually one of my favorite movies as well. Look at this little guy. Got a kiss? Well, thanks, buddy. Mwah. Okay, you can go back down. Ugh. Careful. So yeah, The Lion King, we all know which scene I'm talking about. I'm much more inclined to, or likely to cry because of a book or a TV show. I get really invested in TV shows and attached to the characters, so that's much more likely. Like, I cry every single time I watch the 6 Feet Under series finale, even though I've seen it dozens of times, probably. And a lot of the shows that I watch, like, I've cried for pretty much all of them at some point. And then, of course, every time I read Harry Potter, every time. And we all know how many times I've read Harry Potter, each of the books, so yeah. What is your favorite film and why? Oh, I guess I just said that. The Lion King is one of my favorite films. It's been my favorite film for so long. Obviously, it's an old movie, but I can't really think of any others that are maybe more recent that I really, really love. It's just one of those movies that I could watch like a million times, so it's my go-to favorite movie. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? That's a bit self-deprecating. I don't know. I feel like that question's so... I don't know. It is self-deprecating. Like, there's lots of things that I would change about myself. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is I would love to have a penis without having to go through bottom surgery. Is that an okay answer? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Hello, Clark. I think you've never talked about how your family reacted to your transition. How was it? I think I've gone over this before. For the purposes of this video, I'll just keep it really short because I could probably make a whole separate video about that. But okay, so I told my mom and my sister together. They both reacted well and were actually the best concerning pronouns and my name at the beginning. My dad reacted annoyingly and predictably. His mother was completely unsupportive until very recently. My grandparents on my mom's side were confused and a little bit, like they just didn't get it, but they were supportive and are supportive. Although my grandfather called me Frank once. My cousins on my dad's side were very supportive, and one of them even sent me this hilarious message on Facebook saying something like, if anybody uses the wrong pronouns or the wrong names, I'll kick their ass. So that was kind of cute. And then my cousin on my mom's side, again, was very supportive, and she knows me pretty well, so when I came out as gay, she saw that coming, so I'm sure she had an idea about this as well. But yeah, so for the most part, everybody was really, really great. Do you like traveling? I do like traveling. I love traveling. I used to love it a lot more. Because of my anxiety problems in the past year and a half or so, I haven't traveled because I have a lot of anxiety around driving on the highway, which I'm trying to get over now. And I haven't been on a plane since I started having anxiety problems. I'm just nervous to have a panic attack in the air and like really freak out. But I know it's all in my head, and I know that like the worst that could happen is I'll have a panic attack in the air. Like, if I'm prepared for it, then it should be fine. But I do love traveling, and there's lots of parts of the world that I would love to see and live in at a certain point. And my allergies make traveling a little bit complicated, but again, it's more of an anxiety thing, because as long as I go somewhere that either is English speaking or I'm with someone that speaks a language of the place that I'm going to, then I shouldn't have a problem as long as I'm buying food from a grocery store. So, how tall are you? I am 5'7" and some change. I haven't measured myself in a very long time. And then the last one is, could you speak some French in your Q&A video? I don't know. What do you want me to say in French? I probably should have planned what I was going to say before. Je parle pas français beaucoup. Alors, je suis un peu gêné de parler sur l'internet, mais voilà, je parle français maintenant. So there you go, that's my French. If you don't know what I said, I pretty much just said that I don't speak French very much, and I'm nervous about speaking it, especially in front of the whole internet, but there you go. Okay, so 10 minutes, that's not so bad. 11 minutes, whatever. And you guys got to meet Charlie. Yeah, so that's it. If anybody ever has any more questions, just send them in. And if I don't answer them immediately or within a reasonable amount of time, then it's possible that I'm just banking them to make another Q&A video. So I do answer every single thing someone sends me. So if I don't answer you, that's probably why. Yeah, hope you guys are doing well, and have a great week.